Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Bon dia. Is it good pronunciation? Bon dia. This I learned this morning from our Portuguese friend. It's a great pleasure to extend you all a very warm welcome to our first conference meeting in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's an honor and great pleasure for me to deliver this as a president of GPC. The success of these meetings depends on everyone here today. So, I will first want to thank you, each of you, for attending and participating. Let me add how privileged I feel to have had the opportunity to serve as a president of GPC, which is represented by 24 national associations, like not limited to the MCC, GAFTA, Pulse Canada, Pulse Ukraine, EPOSPIA, IBRAFE of Brazil are one of the few important members associations, and hundreds of private industry members. I wish to thank you, my colleagues and friends on the GPC Executive Committee, for giving me the opportunity to serve in this position. My job as president would have been impossible if it were not for your support and guidance of the past presidents. I will cherish your encouragement and confidence in me. Our past presidents, Hakan is here. He is not sleeping, I know. Jose, here. Thank you, Jose, for your help. Jan is also here. These are our past presidents. I thank them very much for their support during my presidency, and of course, our executive committee members. These are challenging times in the pulse industry, but that is nothing new for most of us. In the decades since the first GPC meeting, we have seen a number of boom and bust cycles in the pulse sector. Through all of these up and down times, the GPC conference has provided an important opportunity to bring people together from around the world to network. We share bread here, exchange information, and promote greater understanding of emerging issues in the health sector. Mr. Hakan, welcome. One of the great things about GPC conference is the different perspectives our members bring to it. Today, we have people from 45 countries here today. Do you know which country is most attending today in this convention? Which country can it be? Sorry? Brazil? No. Argentina. Argentina. Marcelo Soto, you are there, right? Please stand up. This is the president of Clara, president of Pulse Argentina. Thank you. And Sergio is also there, I guess. Thank you, Sergio. And second, how many from Argentina? 84. Yeah, that's a good number. And second, if you keep saying Brazil, it will be correct. It is like a broken watch. So it is, yes, Brazil now. 60 people from Brazil. Where is Marcelo Luders, IBRAFE? Here, Marcelo. Thank you for hosting us in Brazil. And number 3. A lovely country. Everybody knows I love India, so if I say lovely, but unfortunately this time is Canada. All the people from Canada is attending this convention. And Gordon is here, Paul from Pulse Canada. Thank you, Gordon, for this all work you did. And Turkey with 37 people. Turkey always in first four. From India, I especially asked, Mr. Singh, its attendance is 38, maybe one added 39. 39 people from India. Do you know, Indians, I think they like to travel too, because when we made in Colombo, there were 43 participants from India, but in Turkey there were nearly 100. When we compare Colombo, 43 people, which is maximum 2-hour flight, people are coming to Brazil, would be how many? You would say 10, but no, it's almost equal to Colombo. So I'm glad to see even the same number of people almost from India here as in Colombo. During my term of office, I hope that I have been able to advance the organization and build on the success of who preceded me. That is for you and history to judge. But I do think we did have a number of achievements to be proud of. Let me take a minute to show you a little bit of what GPC has done over the past couple of years. Two main areas: enhancing overall trade conditions, increasing awareness about GPC and apex body of the pulses value chain. We did a lot of effort on these points, and the challenges we faced: increased unpredictability and price volatility due to tariff impositions and plant protection policies. When I say this, people always say, oh, he means India, but he doesn't mention India. I'm sorry, here is EU targets chickpeas and lentils with tariff retaliation. So, even in EU we have this. We have, I can give any other example from other countries. And of course, when it is restriction, we cannot pass the word without saying the word Trump. So when restriction is there, Trump word should come. So how we address this? We work closely with GAFTA and other associations, and I would like to thank here the GAFTA chairman and president, and also June Arnold with their support, continued support to us during all this, during my presidency time. So these are the letters we used, and then we came to Colombo Accord. Colombo Accord came out with the need. Why we needed the Colombo Accord? Because we had, as I said, we had challenges, especially on the trade tariff restriction. So what we did, we said predictability on government trade policies, enhance trade contracts and provide fair returns to buyers and sellers to further protect the interests of the producers and consumers. So we have to protect producer and consumer. We cannot say we are on the side of producer or not, because one way or the other it doesn't work. And then I think this is one of the milestones of our works, GTC contract. When we started this, we said we want to take destiny of our industry into our hand. We have to decide with our contracts. The previous contract of GAFTA was not serving, and most of the supplier and also the importer, they were not happy. Thanks to GAFTA that we joined to work on this, and I would like to thank very much to Andrew Jacobs here. Andrew, please stand up. Without him, this would not be possible. This is, I underline, without Andrew Jacob, this was not possible. So we translated all these to different languages, as you can see on the screens. We really worked hard on the social media, and I would like to thank to our communication department committee, which is actually consists of most of the GTC young professionals. And I would like to special thanks to Roman. He did a great job on this, and also Andaç Balıkesir from our, where is Andaç? I didn't see him, so he's in communication, I believe. So he did a great job on this. You see the increase of awareness, and you see the people. I suggest you to be a follower on Twitter and Facebook for the GTC. You will have very interesting information, which even myself, I have offices in 5 continents. There are information I am receiving from this site that I really didn't know about. And these are the associations we have. As you see, we increased the number of national associations that being a member of our association, the Global Pulse Confederation. We are almost everywhere, and I think we have to develop these relations more and more. And because as I always say, strong national association, strong GDC. So the ramping up partnership with public sector. This is also one of the important things that we follow. We followed this with the International Year of Pulse since 2016. And I am coming to another point now, which World Pulse Day. This is also one of the greatest achievements that GPC made during my presidential time. And when you hear one day, today is Pulse Day, and you are no more in Pulse business, remember this conversation. This is done by GPC, and I like to applaud all of you and our industry to make this to happen. These are the celebrations about the first World Pulse Day on 10th of February. Who has a birthday of 10th of February here? Şükrü is not here. There was one Turkish industry member, but he's not here. So no one has 10th of February birthday. Okay. So these are the places where the celebration took place. And this is the celebration took place in Turkey. And the remaining challenge is obvious, is to develop a standard. And this is not easy, but I should say one thing. When I talk to my friends, they say, this is very difficult to do it. My close friend says this is very difficult. But I tell you, when I started for World Pulse Day, they told me you cannot do it, impossible. And we did it. When I started GTC contract, they told me impossible. We did it. So why this global standard needed in our industry? Because the pulse producing and consuming countries, historically, they have their own standards. But the new coming nations, like when we say Ukraine, Russia, Kazakhstan, and places in Africa, they need a reference point for the pulse standardizations, for the specifications. I think the next challenge of our presidents and our executive committee should be to make a committees for every pulses, like for red lentil, for white beans, alubia beans. We have to build this, and we should be a leader in our industry with our standards. Still, destination country and some of the origin countries may tend to use their own standard. But we are not looking for 5 years, 10 years. We are looking on so many decades in front of us, and I think we have to develop this, and this is one of the important things that I would like to underline. Today we have several dignitaries speaking at the conference which I would like to recognize, including Honorable Excellency Ahmet bin Sulayem, Executive Chairman of the MCC, Mr. Sanjeev Dutta, Executive Director of Commodity Financial Services, DMCC. It should be here. And Luis Maria Uriza, Undersecretary of Agriculture, Argentina. Welcome. Mr. Avadish Kumar Chowdhury. Welcome, sir. Economic Advisor to Secretary of Consumer Affairs of India. Welcome. Agriculture Policy Secretary, Eduardo Sampaio Marquez. Welcome, sir. And from Turkey, my lovely home country, Ahmet Güldal, Turkish Grain Board Chairman, General Manager. Welcome, sir, the President. I also want to take a moment to thank International Trade Center, ITC, for bringing 8 pulse farmers from East Africa to our conference. For those not familiar with ITC, ITC helps enterprises in developing and transition economies become more competitive and connect to international markets for trade and investment, thus raising incomes and creating job opportunities, especially for women, young people, and poor communities. It will be a great honor that I will make one of my final acts as President signing of MOU with ICC. So today we will sign an MOU with ITC, and near future we will sign an MOU with FAO for the running of the World Pulse Day. Today and tomorrow, Thursday, we will discuss recent developments in the pulse market and learn about global outlooks. We will also hear from other presenters on topics that connect in various ways the pulse sector. I am especially pleased to see there is a special presentation by FAO Mireille Codopesola on food waste at this year's conference. As many of you know, I am passionate about this topic as pulse can play a part in the solution to this important problem. In all 98% of my speech, I always underline the subject of waste and loss. Do you know 1/3 of every food produced in this earth are either waste or lost? Means, 1/3 means every 3 years we are losing all production that we did in 1 year. This is a very unfortunately big number. So we have to consider this. In every my speech I underline, I am glad that FAO had their work on this, and we will have presentation during this conference. We are fortunate to the support of our great sponsors, whom I hope you will get to meet and thank during the conference. Without their generous support, this event and important GPC activities like International Youth Pulses and World Pulse Day would not be possible. Our main sponsors this year are Mr. Nielsen Balestreri from Arbaza will be speaking soon. Titanium sponsors include Samba International and Marina Commodities. Gold level sponsors include US Driving Council, Mandela Trading, and AMCC. Thanks go to all our other sponsors who are included in the program and on the screen. Finally, let me thank all of you attending for your friendship and honor of having worked with you. Please enjoy this special time. Please join me saying, Viva GPC! Viva GPC! You are still sleeping. Viva Brazil!
Viva Brazil!
Okay, let's see. Viva Argentina! Viva Argentina! Brazil has better. Let's repeat Argentina, because I know you have to compete. Viva Argentina! Because you are the most attending country, that's why we say Viva Argentina, and thank you to Argentina, and Viva Brazil, and Viva GPC.